Douglas Lemott Jr. sits at the helm of cybersecurity for the Analysis and Resilience Center for Systemic Risk, a role that demands sharp focus and steady hands. As Chief Information Security Officer, he builds technology solutions to shield critical infrastructure from threats that could rattle the nation's economic and security foundations. With over 30 years of experience, from Marine Corps battlefields to corporate boardrooms, Lemott has carved a path defined by discipline, innovation, and a knack for turning chaos into order. His journey offers a rare look at how military grit can shape a leader in the high-stakes world of digital defense. When you're dealing with systemic risk, there's no room for guesswork, Lemott says. Every decision has to be deliberate, every system locked tight. I learned early on that preparation beats reaction every time. That mindset, honed over decades, drives his work today as he collaborates with ARC members to tackle vulnerabilities that could ripple through critical sectors. Lemott's career spans a mix of public service and private sector triumphs. After 27 years in the Marine Corps, he retired as a leader in cyberspace operations, then jumped into roles at VMware and SAP National Security Services before landing at ARC. Along the way, he's earned advanced degrees and a reputation for getting results. His story isn't only about climbing the ladder, it's also about building systems and teams that last. One might wonder what fuels a career this varied yet consistent. It's a blend of hard-earned lessons, a commitment to mentoring others, and a quiet resolve to serve, whether that's protecting a network or lifting up a community. From leading Marines to securing cloud systems, Lemott's life shows how one person's steady hand can steady much more. Lemott's roots in the Marine Corps laid the groundwork for everything that followed. Over nearly 3 decades, he rose through the ranks, eventually commanding the Marine Corps Cyberspace Operations Group. There, he oversaw the security of a network serving 300,000 users, a sprawling digital territory he defended against relentless threats. His team ran the Network Operations Center and Security Operations Center, keeping data flowing and adversaries at bay. That experience wasn't just technical but also personal. Early in his career, a training exercise in California's 29 Palms tested his mettle. A sergeant's oversight scrambled communications during a live aviation drill, leaving Lemott to face a furious commander. "I took complete responsibility for the mistake," he says. "It taught me that leaders take responsibility for the actions of their team, not passing the blame." That lesson stuck, shaping how he guides teams today. After retiring, Lemott brought that same rigor to the private sector. At VMware, he steered security and compliance for government, education, and healthcare clients, navigating complex rules like FedRAMP and HIPAA. Later, at SAP National Security Services, he built a cybersecurity program from scratch as Vice President of Security Operations and Deputy CISO. His ability to adapt military precision to corporate challenges set him apart. Now, at ARC, Lemott applies those skills to a broader mission. He designs infrastructure that lets members collaborate securely, protecting the systems that underpin national stability. It's a role where his past and present converge, blending battlefield strategy with digital defense. Lemott's fingerprints are all over modern cyber warfare strategies. In the Marine Corps, he didn't just maintain networks, he reimagined them. His work with the Cyberspace Operations Group helped redefine how the military tackles digital threats. That innovative streak carried over to every other role he held. As Vice President of Secure Cloud Multi-Tenant Engineering, Lemott oversaw the design and rollout of cloud systems supporting SAP's global platform. He didn't stop at functionality. Security was baked into every layer, evidence of his belief that defense can't be an afterthought. His efforts shielded sensitive applications from persistent risks, earning him respect across the industry. Today, his leadership shines through in other ways. Lemott engages with the Northern Virginia Technology Council's Privacy and Cybersecurity Community of Interest, swapping insights with peers on emerging threats. He's a regular at conferences and a voice on LinkedIn, where he weighs in on trends like evolving compliance frameworks. For Lemott, staying ahead means constant learning, reading journals, attending panels, and challenging the status quo. Douglas Lemott Jr. doesn't just react to the cybersecurity industry, he shapes it. His career shows how strategic thinking, paired with hands-on execution, can turn ideas into action. Whether in uniform or a suit, he's built a legacy of pushing boundaries while keeping the line secure. Leadership, for Lemott, isn't just about results, it's about people. He credits his own mentors, from Marine officers to civilian guides, with stretching him beyond what he thought possible. I sincerely respect the investment that my mentors have made and continue to make in me, he says. A mentor should care enough about the mentee to stretch and strengthen the individual. It becomes a very personal relationship where the mentee is comfortable being vulnerable. That philosophy drives how he lifts others, whether it's a junior Marine or a cybersecurity rookie. His approach took root early. As a young platoon commander, he held a seasoned sergeant accountable for slipping fitness standards, balancing respect with discipline. I've always had the mindset that any accolade belongs to the team, and any admonishment goes to me, he says. Beyond the office, Lemott gives back. He's active in veteran support, advocating for those who've served, and pitches in with community charity work. Growing up, he watched his mother juggle 3 jobs to support their family, a lesson in service he carries forward. She'd offer my help to other single moms, he says. It taught me the value of being in service to others. I still abide by that mindset today. Douglas Lemott Jr. sees leadership as a two-way street. By mentoring and serving, he's not just building careers, he's strengthening those around him. It's a personal brand rooted in action, not just words. Lemott's voice carries weight beyond the workplace. He's a fixture at speaking engagements, from industry panels to cybersecurity conferences, where he breaks down complex topics with clarity. His military background and private sector wins give him a unique perch to address digital defense and national security. Engagement isn't a one-off for Lemott. His LinkedIn posts spark discussions on risk management and tech evolution, pulling in peers and followers. At the Northern Virginia Technology Council, he digs into debates with thought leaders, sharpening his own perspective while informing others. It's a cycle of learning and teaching that keeps him in the mix. Reading is fundamental in this field, and I read as much as I can on related topics, he says. I attempt to attend as many professional conferences as possible, follow industry news and blogs, and engage with technology partners as appropriate. Douglas Lemott Jr. uses these stages to amplify his skills and connect with a broader audience. His presence, whether live or online, cements his role as a go-to figure in the field, blending authority with approachability. Education and hard work anchor Lemott's success. He holds a bachelor's from the U.S. Naval Academy, a master's in computer science from the Naval Postgraduate School, and another in national security strategy from the National War College. But he's not one to rest on diplomas. The cybersecurity landscape is constantly changing, which requires an adaptive and agile mindset, he says. You've got to keep chasing knowledge. That drive started young. Raised by a single mom, Lemott learned to fix anything, lawnmowers and washing machines, before calling for help. I learned to first depend on myself and seek assistance when necessary, he says. That self-reliance, paired with a work ethic forged through necessity, propelled him through the Marines and into leadership roles. He recommends books like Tony Dungy's Quiet Strength and The Phoenix Project to mentees, praising their lessons on integrity and collaboration. For Lemott, success isn't only luck, it's habits. Staying calm under fire, owning mistakes, and investing in people have carried him across 2 careers. From platoon commander to CISO, he's proven that steady leadership can weather any storm. Lemott's story isn't flashy, it's real. It's about a kid who learned to hustle, a Marine who mastered networks, and a leader who secures the future. At ARC, he's still at it, guarding what matters with the same focus he's always had.